All right, a beautiful Monday morning to every single person out there from the east, west, north, or the south, wherever it is you might be watching us from. Welcome to Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica, where all the biggest stories live, where all we're speaking as it is. My name has never changed, it still remains. They call me Miles, the 8th wonder of the world. And today happens to be the 13th day in the month of February already. And a few more hours and we say Valentine is coming. Where is your... But before we get into the Valentine's spirit, how was your weekend? What was your weekend like? How are you doing? Are you happy to be here? Because we are totally excited to be here. I never do this alone. I have amazing people in the building. I have to my immediate right, I have the Edo Queen, or Sare, looking all peach and pink. I don't know if it's pink or peach you have on. And to my... And to my extreme right, I have Booms in the building also. How you doing? Looking all blacked out, but I heard black never cracks, so yeah.
Never does.
Right, so guys, how y'all doing, people?
Just stay gentle.
Why you look like you're having the Monday blues, like
I don't know if it was just me, but the weekend was so hot.
Was hot.
Yes, like the weather was so hot.
The week has been very hot.
It's like the heat was
it
causing.
heat back to back? The heat was a hit back to back.
It was so hot and it was just giving me headache. So my weekend wasn't so.
You're not really made for Nigeria rules.
No, now see my skin.
I mean,
now.
who really is?
I am actually. I'm a proud Nigerian. I say it all the time. Like I love my country, but when it's time to move, we do move. Booms, how was your weekend, by the way?
My weekend was very okay.
Yeah.
At some point it was by the way, but I really enjoyed myself. I had this job that I did, and I was feeling like the superstar on the job. Like, it was so cool. So it just made my weekend. But this morning I almost lost it. The traffic was it was out of the way, but I'm okay now. I'm better.
Okay. Well, it's good that you are here.
Yes.
Nobody will not asking how my weekend.
I was good. Sorry, how was the weekend?
Anyway, so my weekend was very, very busy. I had a very work-infused weekend. I was working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I was I'm here today again. So I was working all through. But guess what? In the midst of this working, I learned a whole lot of new stuff this weekend. Stuff that I thought I'd known in my whole 19 years of being in the industry. But I learned some new, like, oh, this is what they meant by this. It's like, okay, so hey,
more shoulder to your shoulder.
Excuse me?
More something to your shoulder.
All right, today happens to be the 13th of February, and it's international in the United States of America. It started in 2000, in the year 2000, International Clear Your Computer Out Day, Clear Out Your Computer Day. Now, by that, you get to, back up some of your old stuff, get rid of a whole lot. Have you opened some people's desktop and it's just blah, 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 blah,
full. Like you can't even see anything.
Yeah.
No space.
I'm guilty of that. Like my desktop. But guess what? You see, in all that scatteredness, I know where everything is.
Because it's your system. If someone else goes into it, they'll be
lost. It will just be everywhere in their eyes.
You get
like so. You just take the time out today to go into your computer and clear it out and rearrange some things. Give everything files and then just make it arranged, make it look nice. Even my office.
Are you going to do that?
My desktop here.
Are you going to do that?
Because you already said you're the one that has that kind of.
Exactly.
So we don't have my desktop right here in the office. Like when people look at it, huh? Like what's going on, Miles? What's going on? And same thing, my personal computer is. But I will try and rearrange. And when I saw that thing, I'm like, okay, this is talking to me. I really need to do something.
Yeah.
You should.
All right, you can be part of a conversation by calling in on 0909-840-8408. If you just want to tell us how your weekend went, hey, we're here to listen. And if you just want to rant about something that's happening around the country, be it the cashless policy, be it the fuel situation, be it the traffic situation, don't worry. I'll show you for here. For you to lean on.
Shoulder is here to lean on. I'll be shoulder to cry on.
Will be your shoulder.
What are you doing?
What's your own? Say your own.
It's shoulder
to cry on.
Okay.
Lean on me.
Right.
Something like that.
Right. So it promises to be a very interesting and informative Monday, by the way, on Tea Time. If you're just joining us for the first time, Tea Time, all we do is all about lifestyle, entertainment and lifestyle, and we tell you everything that's happening in the entertainment space. We bring it down, we dissect and analyze it, and we say it as it is. Now, before we get into the stories proper for today, over the weekend, something really tragic happened.
Yeah.
Like, it happened, I think, on Friday, and I was like, oh, wow, what is this? And one of the biggest rappers in South Africa, a.k.a. lost his life. He was killed. He didn't even lose his life. He was killed.
Yeah.
Like he was killed at close range gunshot. It was scary to me. When I saw him, like, what? AKA of all people. And just a weekend before then, he was still saying on his Instagram story, like on his Instagram page, that he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, rappers to come out of South Africa, which I actually agree. Apart from Nasty C, who's still one of the young cats, he's been there for a while, and like it's just really sad. Rest in peace to him. There's a whole lot of stuff I won't talk about it, but let me just let you guys say one or two things about the recap.
Yeah, I think just like you've said, I think we'll still get into it like in some of the stories we'll take for the day, right? It's really sad to see that you know, people that we admire and everything are put in situations where it's irreversible, right? And it's just, I think the only thing we can do is to learn from situations and just hope things get better, really. But we're sending all our love. We're sending all our love to all the loved ones.
Or to every person who's been affected by this. Because
Exactly.
I can imagine, when I saw it, I felt like it was close
I mean,
to
it
home.
touched me also because I just felt like you never can tell what's going to happen. You go out and the next minute.
Yeah. It is well.
Right. So, so as we progress into the show, there's a particular story in the show that is linked to this particular situation. So we'll talk about it. Now, we have some videos that caught our attention, by the way, and we thought we should share it with you. Today is Motivational Monday. We try to start your Monday on a very good note to actually teach you one or two things to help you get through and help you get by this present situation of the country with no money, no cash, and everything. Everybody, when you collect your salary now, bam, next few minutes, like,
something you spent before you even got it.
like, if you are not inspired or motivated by that, then I don't know what else is going to motivate you. Because that is when you say innovation in the highest order to me, like I'm like, what? Because kids actually grow. They grow like pests, like weed. Like, just growing. Like, so if you're going to be changing stuff for them every week, and you have something that can just last for the next 4 years, okay?
Yeah, and kids' schools are actually expensive. Oh. Forget they're expensive.
Actually.
If sorry, I'm so sorry. If our Nigerian mothers come in contact with this, you know how normally when they buy clothes for us, they'll say you will grow into it, right? So this one, their problem is settled. They will not even need to buy clothes again.
You know, the bad part about buying clothes for kids is you can have a projection of, oh, I'm buying a clothes of 0 to 3 months because that's the age range of my baby. And then your baby gets into 2 months and starts wearing the clothes of a 6 months baby.
To be honest,
all the clothes wasted.
Gone.
You know the fascinating thing about this video for me was the fact that he made these outfits from recycled plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Now, if you go all over the city of Lagos now, you see it everywhere. You just hear bang, bang, bang. I mean, like, isn't there something apart from selling Zobo and liquid soap
and kunu?
Isn't there something else we can do with this recycled bottles
true.
and just some innovative stuff that can actually bring us money center apart from kunu and Zobo, of which even I wouldn't buy. I used to, but not anymore. I won't say, okay, please sell me kunu inside or Zobo inside the plastic. Who knows where that plastic is made or what you washed with it.
But I think I have a little problem with using recycled plastics as clothes for kids because their skins are still very sensitive. You never can tell when they get into the sun. This thing might emit chemicals that might be dangerous to the sun. But it's just the truth.
Okay.
For a baby, you have to be extra careful. Why not go for cottons? And when they start to grow beyond the level where they can wear anything,
then they can make sense. Actually,
just when I was feeling inspired, like I've done something right.
And you can still buy it now, but later.
You have actually, but not for 0 to 3 months or 6 months. Perhaps from a year, they are a little bit more matured.
Okay, so now you have a thank you for saying that, but just in case somebody's like, it was this people on tea time that advised me to go and buy, and something happened to me. Disclaimer. The expression
How did he? No, wait, wasn't the same person?
It's the same person.
I was trying to look at it to make sure that they are
I watched that video over chat. I'm like, what? Excuse me? What? Excuse me? It's
Wow.
just like, do you understand? Like, there's absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing you can't do.
If you put your mind to
and you
it.
keep practicing, actually.
Really?
Yes.
And now that's the motivation
Because he already knew that in you people's minds, like he can't do it. This plus size person. How can he enter? Like, okay, I will shock you people.
Are you sure Juju did not enter that?
There's
thing?
because I was just watching clothes. Let me
I'm
see.
gonna try it.
You're going to try what?
I'm going to set needle.
Maybe just look for something a little bit smaller because
needle
this one.
now, the old
Look at that.
needle and just.
Have you seen it?
Wow. So
All
definitely.
right, so you got this. So we can do this. There's absolutely nothing you can't do. You're welcome back. I hope that was able to open some of your eyes, open your mind to wider, so that at the end of the month, I don't want anybody to 2 weeks into the month and I say, "Nice, have fun now." I don't want to hear it. Like, you can actually save. Now that's Dan Lok is an Asian billionaire that he's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Like, and he's extremely good when it comes to money management and all that. He's really, really good. I've read a couple of his stuff and I watch a lot of his videos.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, cool. Now when we make that money, no matter how little or how small it is, let you always have that necessity bucket where you just say, okay, this one are the things we need that we can't do without. That's his food, light bills and everything, right? Then the what's called the emergency bucket, which you don't even touch. and say, hey, somebody, mama don't do, or something, like, okay, we can go to the emergency bucket. Or, oh, something, emergency, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm hungry, emergency.
Yeah, not those, hey, you mean? Yeah, not those.
But that's an emergency too now.
They, like, you know, like, if you're saying hunger emergency, you know you can cook. Like, or you know there's something to eat, but you just feel like, do you get, you now want to convert it to, but truth this is an emergency, if I don't eat, I might, you know.
Then the investment of 10%, which is also like, oh, that's for your tomorrow. Like, let's just keep this one, then let's keep saving. If you're going to buy shares with it, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but save, and that should be your investment. Then we have, what's that one? The learning bucket, which, if you're not trying to better yourself in one way or the other, you just remain in one place. So save something, invest something in your personal self. Okay, if you are somebody who is a model, let's go as a model. All you know is how to look pretty, right? Be buying skincare routine every day. Like, this 10%, I'll be buying skincare, I'll be buying this, I'll be buying hair. I'm a model. I have to sell my market. I'm just right. And if you're a dancer, whatever it is you do, but just learn something to make your crafts better. And of course, the one we all love, the fun bucket. That one, if you like, spend it in 2 minutes. That's your business.
As long as it's done, it's done.
10% is gone.
Exactly.
But tell me you haven't tried doing this thing before, because I'm sure at a particular time in our lives we have all tried to, okay, you know what, this morning I'm setting it aside for this, this morning I'm setting it aside for this, because there was one time that I locked my money in one of these savings bank app just so that I wouldn't spend it. And then down the line, I noticed that I was going to die if this money doesn't come out.
And you went to go and collect the money.
They did not give me the money.
It's good as the whole point of locking the money now.
So I went to borrow it, and then when the money came out, I refunded it. See, some emergencies are just beyond.
Was there an actual emergency? Was there an actual emergency?
So there are emergencies that are not called emergency. You see, fun sometimes they can be an emergency when I really need to get out and just enjoy myself before I lose my mind. That's an emergency. My mental health. Oh God.
I think with this whole thing about finances, the important thing is discipline, because if you're not able to draw, if you're not able to draw the line, if you're not able to draw the lines, then you would probably think anything can be for fun or anything can be an emergency, or why do I need to learn this month? I can always learn something, you know, or why do I need to invest now? Should I invested, you know, sometime before, or this necessity, I can skip this bill this month, and you know, so you have to be very disciplined to make sure that you're sticking to each bucket. And it might happen over
my mental
a while.
health is still an emergency too.
Okay, so while Boom's here uses her emergency bucket to flex and
I do not say every time.
Mental health, please don't follow suit, right?
Anyways,
on Mondays, what we do on Mondays most times?
Man Crush Monday. Man Crush Monday.
Okay, so what we do on Mondays is Man Crush Monday, Motivational Monday, and Man Crush Monday. But today, instead of just talking about just one particular person, I thought, why don't we just celebrate every man out there? Because men are actually doing a lot. A lot of men, we're not allowed to cry publicly. We're not saying, you're a man, now man up, now this need to worry you. We're not allowed to express ourselves. We just bustle up a whole lot of stuff. And people say, now man, you be jay, not today happen, right? So I just like, today, you know what? We're not going to make today about one person. We're just going to make this today about every man out there. You are all doing extremely well. If you were to mention like 3 men now, like just one.
Well, definitely my dad. Before now. My dad, his birthday was yesterday, so definitely my dad. I'm my daddy's girl.
Happy birthday, daddy!
Happy birthday, daddy!
In a rest.
No cake.
Okay.
We had soup. But my dad, my partner, and because they're my producer, let me just dash. Because I know you worked really hard during the weekend, actually. So yeah.
But it's just weekend. So if I didn't work hard this weekend, what have happened?
I'm not saying knowing that, like, you know, we spoke and I know we were really working hard. So I'm like, let me just, you know, celebrate. Collect it all. Let me give it out.
I take it. Boom.
My dad, one. Yeah, I mean, my dad.
Every daughter's hero.
If I mention my dad, who else? Then my brother. I mean, I've seen him go through a lot of things, and being the only boy in the family, it's quite difficult for him to fess up, and he just showed us a lot of things, and then she comes through for you. My number 3 person is my mentor, Mr. Abiodun. Like,
shout out, Mr. Abiodun.
Boss.
2 hands for you, Mr. Abiodun. 2 hands for you.
Okay. All right. So for me, it will be me. It will be myself. Number 1. Yes. Let me give myself. Chop your flowers, mouth. It will be myself. I was gonna say my brother, but you see that one. I'm sure he's tired of hearing me say how proud of I am of him, how I love him. He's tired of it already. So the second person will be my pastor. Like, that's a great man, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. That's an amazing person. And I think the third person today will be somebody that nobody even expected to say. It will be Stephen. Stephen works with us here, and I've seen how hard he works to get things done. Apart from outside his own jurisdiction, he does other things for everybody. He wants to do this, he wants to learn this, he wants to better himself. You see him in the control room learning. You see him come to sit down beside you and say, Miles, how did you do this story? I'm like, I say, okay, that's cool. So I just see that he wants to grow, and I really respect him for that. And look, the sky is the limit for him, right? So every man out there, peace out to y'all. We respect you. We love you so much. Go out there and tell every single person you meet, you come across, tell them that you are the man. Hit your chest and say, I am the man. You are doing extremely well. Okay, don't worry. No prayer. No prayer. Don't let anybody pray you. Don't let it get worse. Just do the little you can and just move on with life, right? Don't look at the next man's table like, see this one. This one don't go buy. Don't go buy Mercedes. Me, I see they drive my Okada. Don't worry, Okada is just fine. By the way, what's wrong with you? Why are you laughing? You know.
I mean, when I say make this.
You say make this Mercedes.
I can't.
You can add that to your list of your vocabulary. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Anyways, let's move to the stories real quick. Comedian Chibuna Stanley, aka FunnyBone, has suggested that lounges and restaurants in Lagos State outrightly be banned. They should ban the use of phones or restrict the way customers use it while in their premises. Now, FunnyBone, by the way, was here yesterday. We had it on the telephone yesterday, and that's a story for another day. I'm going to share what he did, what he said to me yesterday, which was really not cool. Celebrities can be funny. Anyway, FunnyBone made this suggestion while cautioning people against sharing their live locations on social media. His advice came a few days after South African rapper AKA was shot dead by a gunman pulled up at the restaurant he visited with some friends moments after he shared his live location on social media. FunnyBone stated that people should be respectful enough to exclude others from any video that they take in a public space and decide to share online alongside their live locations. Now, Osare and Booms, shoot. The floor is yours.
All right. So earlier I was actually, talking to her about it, right? About the whole thing. I mean, given that we know AKA's story, right? It's really just for safety. It's really just for safety. And the unfortunate thing is we see a lot of celebrities doing this because I don't know if it's supposed to be a thing of, I'm there, I can go anywhere, I can afford this and whatnot. But the truth is, you don't know who, because you're a celebrity, a lot of people have access to your stories. It's not just your followers. Somebody else that you don't even know, right? So they have access to where you are. And even apart from that, if now we're in a tech-oriented world, anybody can track or trace anything. And then the whole thing of involving another person, you just be on your own, take yourself, you now just turn and be like, and then you are putting someone else.
People do that from afar. They take a video of you on their live, say, oh, look at who's here at my restaurant, look at who's here where I'm at. And it's really annoying. I realized that, celebrities are usually the ones that do these things the most. We that we are from the trenches, we really don't post and put our location out there. Maybe because we are shy of where we're at, things like but celebrities that know they have stalkers, they have people that are really watching out and, okay, this is where this person is at. They're the ones that put their locations out there. And I'm like, are you not afraid for yourself? Because forget the fact that people like you, they love you, they want to be where you are. There are also people that are threats to you. They do not like you. They're looking for an opportunity to get to know where you are and come at you and do bad stuff to you. So why would you be the one putting yourself out there? They're supposed to be the one coming at people like, if you see me somewhere, please.
I like your bed.
Not what I'm saying. Like, if you see me somewhere, if you want to take a picture and you don't have to post where I'm at, or you can post it later. Like, for someone like me, if I take a picture of you and they want to trace it, you go back 2 years in time, because
so probably like maybe we're going out to eat lunch or something, right? If it's me, shift. If we're the ones going out to eat lunch, right? If it's me, right? Even if I'm taking any pictures, I don't even post it like as they happen.
Do you get?
Like let me share the food because my interest is what that food.
You never left eating, there. You're in your house.
You cannot like post it and like same thing I was saying. Like this was similar story that happened to Kim Kardashian because she posted when she was in Paris, posting her jewelries. I mean. Jewelry. She posted, and then this was letting people know that this,
she's in this neighborhood.
Jill gets also showing them what they can steal or where they can find her, and then she put herself or she was put in a very precarious situation that could have been avoided. So I just think everybody should definitely take precaution because in this world we're living in, you can only trust yourself. To be honest.
All right, for me, I would say you see this live location sharing. We're in a world where like you guys said, anyone can be traced right now. Andrew Tate was found, himself and his brother, Andrew Tate, they were arrested through this whole live location matter. Just somebody put up like that, oh, this way are there, and they arrested him. Blueface, when he got arrested, it was because his girlfriend took a picture of what they were eating, bam, and put a live location. Someone was killed, another rapper was killed recently, I think late last year, and it was all because of this live location. They came there and they got him. So for someone who's in the public face, like even me that I'm a regular person, like I'm just a miles kind of person, like I know how people send me messages in my DM and say all sort of stuff. I say, oh, can I know where you are? When we had that old biscuit matter on this table, I know the kind of threats I got on this table. Like it was scary. Somebody even sent me my address. Yes, someone sent me where I live. Like, oh, you live, we'll find you. I'm like, aren't you say I'm not standing your favorite?
You get.
Just so it's scary. In AK's place, like, why are you putting your life location? You are a public figure, even the biggest rapper in South Africa. It's only normal some people will be after you. It's only normal you stay, okay, I'm here at this time, get there, do your thing, and leave. Right? Now, but for FunnyBone saying that restaurants and lounges in Lagos or in Nigeria should start banning it,
that's extreme.
That's going to work.
That's
you tell people not to use their mobile phones.
In Lagos,
nobody's coming to your establishments anymore. That's it. Just know you're going to start losing customers like that. So me that I want people to know that I'm balling.
Do you get? That's another thing.
You now bend like this. I
mean, we have a lot of food content creators now.
You understand? I want people to know that I'm at so place at so time. You're not telling me that I should not come, I should not post, and I don't think that will work.
That can work.
I think there's a way the management can actually talk to people like, please, can you not share live locations
for your own good,
for your own good, for your own safety? But you can take your pictures and all that, and all those photo bombers and co. I'm on the case. Let's take this last story real quick, then we'll go for a music break. But this one, because this one is like a happy kind of story. Now, I became Rexxie. Now, superstar music producer Eze Chisholm Faith, better known as Rexxie, has disclosed that his mother purchased his first recording studio setup in an effort to support his music career. His music aspiration. He claimed that although his parents were uncertain of his chosen line of work, they nevertheless supported him in it since they had witnessed his dedication to playing the keyboard at church. He said, "My mom bought my first equipment. She's the kind who likes hard work, so she understands the importance of what was going to help within the next generation. She saw that passion, they saw the passion in me and asked, what can I do to help? And I told her I wanted a sound card, and she bought it for me. My dad was a pastor, so they were also enjoying how I used to play the keyboard in church." Now, Rexxie recently, for me, Rexxie has been producing songs for a lot of people, like especially Naira Marley, the Malian camp, and this new advent or this new movement of producers just becoming mega super musicians all of a sudden, bam! Like, what's it called? What's this guy called? Rhythms Akula. He used to be Mr. Fields, the producer. Now Rhythm Akula. He's now back to Fields now. That was his producing name, Mr. Fields, and he rebranded to Rhythm Akula. Then he moved back to Fields. Right, this new movement of producers just becoming, and they're doing very well. It's really nice. But when you now also see your parents supporting what you do,
that is it.
That
just puts the icing on the cake.
Yeah, because the truth is, no matter what you're doing, when you have your parental support, it is a different level of motivation, because now you're not just doing this for other people, but the people that are born you, right, they support what you're doing, especially if it's the industry where ordinarily people, I mean, a lot of parents would not, music, DJ, football, a lot of Nigerian, parents would not be in support of that. So seeing that not only did his parents support, but the mom came herself to be like, okay, what can I do to help and support? And then she did it. It's amazing. I love to see it. Yeah.
Coming from an era where if you are not a lawyer or a doctor or an accountant or an engineer, you have not made it in life. Seeing parents from that era support their child in music is just everything. Like it brings joy, even to when you're working and you know that I have the prayers of my mom supporting me. It just goes beyond for. I know someone that was into this kind of thing, and they pushed him to go to school to study accounting. And during accounting, he was doing big shows that were really bringing in money. And after that, you still say you should go and do MSc in accounting. And I'm like, these people, are you not seeing the greater glory? So he finished it. Accounting did not account. The boy still went back to music without the support of his parents. And I'm like, why do you have to put a child under that much stress of having to do things without your support when you can see clearly like this is his ambition, this is what he's good at, this is what is even fetching money for the family.
Yeah.
So why do you have to make him go without your support and your blessings to do things? Me, Seb, I've had my fair share of it, but we bless God.
Talking about, anyway, somebody was here yesterday, and he came with his mom. He came here to perform, and after watching, his mom is actually the manager, and we all watched this guy perform yesterday, and everybody was like, it was bad, right? I'm not joking. It was bad. That's why I'm not mentioning the person's name, and I'm like, okay, and your mom, I'm like, that's my son. I'm like, why are you supporting this? Why don't you just advise him to do something else? Why don't you just support him in another area? It's clear that this guy cannot sing.
There's now money in music, so parents are supporting their children to music.
It's obviously smart. Why are you supporting all of those guys that go for music competition?
Do you know there are people that tell them they can sing and they believe?
They are very bad people.
They believe so. See, his mom is encouraging him. His mom is being his motivation.
Definitely, he will go for a competition.
They are both seeing what they are seeing that we are not seeing. I don't know if you get.
I don't get, but let's go and see something that we are also not seeing that you're not seeing, which is a musical break. We'll be back in just a bit. Don't go nowhere till tea time.